Hello and welcome to session 39 of Kingdom of Springkeep. I am Michael. Last time, the court won Thunderball finally. On their way to talk to the advisor, they got stopped by Gorbin from Tor Delta, who asked a favor to have two of their companions be taken to Ruin's Edge with the group and gave the address to pick the two of them up. In talking with the advisory, the group got themselves the pass into Ruin's Edge, as well as some information about some past requests that were given to the princeps. Along the way, Onates learned about the crystal necklaces, and maybe has now thought of an idea on how to make himself a princept. I don't know. As well as going to talk to the Masons, getting a discount at all the Masons across the entire kingdom, and Kashana and Velki finally finished the puzzle box, thus revealing the ring that was hidden inside. And with that, I welcome all of you to the Kingdom of Springkeep.
I wish to guide people like the stars guide me.
If you like stepping all over everyone and being confined to the tiny little role.
Of course, we've had a few drawbacks, I suppose. I don't know. It'll be worth it. I know it will.
But I believe that we are in a birdcage, as you would say.
It won't happen again, right?
Dead.
I mean, you don't know that.
I did have a name planned for that, Callie, but I just did not write it down. So that's my fault. That's my fault.
I'm
the other thing I missed
you.
in the
Sorry,
summary,
God.
as Mel pointed out during the opening credits, was that Kashana bought candle supplies for when y'all can then make your candles. I'll make that note here now. Kashana bought candle supplies. All right.
There, and I forgot to ask, can I retcon and remind Kashana that we also need to get some for Curly's sister?
Yes. I've just bought enough supplies for
Yeah.
everybody plus extra.
We
How's that?
kind of said Kashana bought enough for everything.
Well, yeah, she said us, so I wasn't, if I remember. I just wanted to make it clear. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have bought extra for everybody. So
Alright.
we have way more than enough. Because I'm sure somebody's going to fuck up and be like, ah, shit, my candle.
I am not going to make you guys roll for your candle making, so you guys can just have a freebie on that one.
Okay.
If you want to say you messed up your candle, you can, but
I want to roll for my candle.
so it is now the next day after everybody's fun times in the Thunderball tournament. Tomorrow will be the night festival, so you still have all of today and all of tomorrow to kind of get yourself some little relaxation or get some things done. We are going to, according to my randomized list, begin with Onates.
Hey, God, one quick question. Do we get a long rest?
Yeah, you had a long rest.
Thank you.
This is the next morning.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. So what would Onates like to do this fine morning?
Shit, I have to go first. But I was bullshitting when I said I had things.
It could literally be anything.
Uh,
Onates has a day off. What does he do?
he wants to go around the city,
Uh-huh.
and he's like a hero for hire. He wants to like help old ladies across the street. If like the tavern is short a person because their waitress got a disease going around. He wants to do that. If like a local artist needs a muse, he'll or like some like a yeah, like he'll do that. He'll just he's doing odd jobs.
Doing some odd jobs.
He's doing RPG side quests to get money for his ultimate weapon.
Right. And to get
Right.
supplies, the very obtuse supplies that are rare.
Yeah, the craftables needed for his ultimate weapon.
Right. I definitely like the idea of him helping old ladies across the street. Just because he definitely would be someone that would get fawned over, probably.
Yeah.
And I imagine, I just have this image of like one old lady seeing this happen, and then suddenly pretends she also needs help for him to rush over and help.
Amazing.
I'll let you roll for some clout on that.
Delicious. 4 dice don't count. That's a 2.
They're still just old ladies, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for someone to help, the Masons could definitely use some help.
Oh yeah, do they need to lift shit for them? I mean, they're pretty strong.
Yeah, they've kind of had a busy couple of days, so they're feeling pretty tired and definitely need a bit of help with carrying things and getting a few things here and there ready.
I would do that, but also when people came by the shop, if I happened to be like outside or near the front, I would like get people to come in and like I would spokesperson for them. I am made of rock. I am the perfect spokesperson for masonry.
Give me a charisma check.
Plus I have the little like king I always forget the word. The gold shit on my side.
Yeah, you have your gold scar now.
I never remember the word. Charisma check is 15.
15. Oh yeah, you're definitely drumming up business, and it's definitely helping with the Masons getting to the finals in Thunderball. And between the current champion, and them, you managed to bring them in quite a bit more business, and they are more than happy to very quickly send word out to their family about the discount that's been arranged between all of them, extended families. No, Zaz. That was easy, right?
Yeah.
So we can move on to Zin.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. It is a fine morning.
I will just go about town listening to conversation, see if I can't pick up a bit of information.
Okay. What kind of information are you looking for?
Good question. I don't know, maybe rumors of going on, maybe about, see if anyone has anything about the Void Walkers in the area.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation. Or are you just listening in, or are you actively, like, asking questions and stuff?
I'm just kind of listening in with my big elf ears.
Big elf ears? Okay, give me a perception check.
1 sec. I realized I forgot to actually pull out my dice.
Dice are important to many tabletop RPGs.
Okay, perception. 8.
8. So you don't hear a lot about the Void Walkers directly. Even though you do every now and then spot the banners, or not the banners, but like the markings, their colors hanging places, you're not hearing anything about them. You do catch wind that Wright and the rest of the Myrmidons are very hurriedly preparing themselves to get away from the city. And as you're traveling through the city, you hear another town crier saying the same things as that teenager was the other day, though it sounds like a different person.
We probably spooked the other guy.
Is there anything else you'd like to pursue on that?
You know? Do I know where the Myrmidons are?
You could probably find out. You want to roll for investigation?
Yeah, I might want to just kind of hang around, see what they're up to if they're in such a hurry to get out.
Okay. I'm gonna say no.
Well, I rolled a natural 1, but I have a +7, so it's an 8.
An 8. Ugh. 2 8s. 2 8s in a row. If we were playing a different game, that might be good, but no, you can't quite find the Myrmidons, unfortunately.
It might be time to switch dice again.
You need to get a dice mega prison.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Try this set.
Okay. If there's nothing else, we'll move on to the next person.
Please do.
Okay. Fair enough. Lore.
My time has come.
Yes.
So just my entire day, or like
Just like the start. Like you had 4 things planned. Pick one of them, and that's what you're gonna do this morning.
okay. Well, I'm gonna pick the thing that's not really a thing then, Michael.
Okay.
First of all, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna go to a fish store, and I'm gonna buy a raw fish.
Okay.
Hopefully, there's a butcher. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, you could probably get a raw fish for around here. There's not a lot of fishing areas. Probably
Fish store.
a silver.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll buy a fish. And then I'm gonna just like cut it into little bits so that I have it for like little pieces and little chunks, and then I'm going to try to teach Marigold some more stuff.
Okay.
Give me a second to pull my animal handling up because I know it's coming. I just want to teach him to like skitter across my shoulders, and I want to teach him to try to like come and stay.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get more advanced later, but I gotta teach him the basics first.
Right. Yeah, give me that animal handling.
12.
12. It's a
Yeah.
little slow going. Starting to do the skittering okay. And while you're getting him to come without much problems, the staying part is kind of being an issue.
Like I give him too many treats, and so he just wants the food.
Yeah, he's starting to like really get into the meat. But at the very least, now you know for certain. I will say you now know for certain that when you ask him to come to you, he's going to.
Yes, I need him to stay when I tell him, though. That's a good thing to happen, but that's not the one that I need.
Yeah.
But good. Okay. Awesome.
Marigold is getting trained.
He's slowly learning. He's doing good.
Okay.
I'll
Velky.
ask Anatasta.
Oh, no. You wanted to ask Antace what?
Oh, I was just gonna every once in a while ask Anatasta if Marigold is enjoying it, but that's not like important.
I mean, if you want to, we could have Antace do that now.
I just want to make sure that he's learning.
I will speak with animals.
You have it prepared?
Pretty much since Lore got Marigold, I haven't unprepared speak with animals because I know this will happen.
It's probably
You'll
for
either
that.
have speak with animals prepared, or you're prepared to be an animal.
Yeah, I could also just become a ferret and then just like duke. Yeah, I will speak with thine animals.
Okay. You cast the spell. Marigold is chowing down on some fish.
Hey,
Hi.
Are you understanding what he's trying to teach you?
More, yeah. Munch,
Yeah?
munch. Yeah.
Okay. Are you enjoying it?
I get meat.
God, you are the simplest little creature. I give Marigold scritches and let him get back to his meat.
Marigold's become one of my favorite characters.
Then
Not
I will.
simple.
I mean, I don't
Good
have to.
boy.
I don't have to drop the spell to talk human again. So, I will. I'll look at Lore and I'll go. Well, he's understanding what you're trying to teach him.
Good. He's such a smart little guy. Look at him.
Though I'm convinced
Look
that
at him go.
I'm convinced you could throw him off a bridge, and as long as you gave him meat afterwards, he would be completely okay with what just happened.
I mean, that's probably good to know in case we ever fall off a bridge, but I will never throw my small little guy. Don't ever say that to me ever again on a
I'm
taste.
just saying he's very one-track minded.
It's good to know in case we get into fights, but I'll never put him in harm.
Okay. Now, if you will excuse
All right, go back
me,
to your.
Penelope needs to get across the street for the 5th time today. I see you,
He's
Penelope.
following you around. So you go do that.
Oh, I just need a big, strong man to help me cross this busy road. You'll get a tip of 5 copper on a taste.
Fuck yeah, I made money. I have so much copper. I'm one of the only D&D players I know that doesn't convert their money for ease. So much copper.
I can only imagine. Okay.
Mine's full of copper and silver too. I never bothered converting.
Velky,
Hello.
what would you like to do?
Gently suggest that Penelope stay in her fucking lane.
Velky's
kidding.
gonna throw
Yeah,
down
I'm
this 68-year-old woman.
I am joking and you know it.
I know. I just looked at it.
So just goes up, hey! Stop it!
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old lady?
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old lady?
Was that your imitation of Belky's?
Look, I'm trying, yeah.
My accent, that's lovely. Thank you.
It's more effort than I'm gonna try later.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Hello?
I can't do accents well. But yes, my apologies for the digress there. What would Velky like to do today?
I'm gonna peek around the city and see if I can find Madame Ina, please.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Oh, right. I'm still trying to figure out my spells. So, I was on the sheet, but not prepared. What is an die? Investigation is a die. That's what it is. Okay, that's...
You do roll one of those.
That's a 16.
16. Okay. So, you're looking around, and you're actively looking for Madame Ina, something that you haven't really done before since she kind of just appeared. And you quickly find yourself wandering around the same little, like, couple blocks for some reason. And you eventually notice that for whatever, somehow, where there was no space between two buildings before, suddenly there's now room there with a tent between them.
That's my favorite tent. Good to know. I mean, I'm sorry, is that my favorite tent? He's just gonna sit here and assume.
Yes, you do see Madame Ina's sign sitting above it.
Nice. Okay. I'd like to approach the tent, please.
Okay. You approach. You don't see any prices listed on the outside this time.
Weird.
Yeah.
Prepare some gold anyway.
Do you enter?
Yeah.
Okay. When you enter, you close the curtain behind you, and you're in that same little like squarish space with the curtain in front. You can kind of feel a slight mist about. And as you enter in, you see the familiar ish look of a female tiefling with her eyes bound by cloth, sitting at a table. What is Velky's... Last time it was Velky's favorite scent. This time, what would be his second favorite?
I was unprepared. Rain, maybe?
Rain? Okay.
Rain is a good smell.
Rain is a good smell. So what you smell is the slight kind of scent of rain on the horizon, followed by light wafts of flowers that remind you of Orlin.
Well, okay.
And you can pick whatever that would be, and you don't have to say it now. You can just have that in your mind.
My brain is percolating. Thank you. Yes. Is there another seat?
Yeah, there's a seat in front of the table for you, and Madame Ina just motions for you to sit.
Okay, I will sit.
It's not often we have a repeat guest, though you did pay before, so by all means, you're welcome here again.
I mean, I hope I'm not intruding. I thought that I was allowed to come back. I know we agreed on sooner, but no, it's kind of half chased out, so...
Oh no, by all means, this is wonderful. I am happy to see you again.
Happy to see you as well.
I hope your last visit was fruitful.
Personally, I think so, yes.
Good, good. Always happy to have a pleased and joyful guest. So how can I help you?
I'll do my best.
How can I help you today?
That's a great question. I've had a couple things happen recently. I have two questions present in my mind right now, and I'm struggling to decide which one to choose. Though, I think I know the one that I should ask. Yes.
Okay.
The other day when we came into town, we heard a young man, I suppose a teenager, speaking of things that I can't exactly remember the exact words to because I'm having some troubles, but it has something to do with the night.
Yes, night is
He would
coming.
remember and I do not.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Do you have any idea what that means? Is there real danger of it? Is there something we should be concerned about?
You see before you what wasn't there before is now a crystal ball.
Cool.
And she puts a hand on top of it and closes her eyes for a moment. Or you assume as she looks up, her eyes are covered in cloth, so you don't know exactly. But and there's just like a small beat. And she takes her hand off. Concern is a relative term. For the average person, I imagine not. For those that wish to make change in the world, it could be a great danger.
Hey.
From what I can tell, someone is coming.
That's very astute. We don't know who. I suppose that makes sense. How could you?
I can see many things, but even this is clouding my eyesight.
That makes sense. I'm sorry I came in with such an obtuse question. I wasn't entirely sure.
Honestly,
But I
this
wanted
is
to know if
probably one of the more direct questions I've been given. I will say, for them to be able to cloud my sight, it would make them quite powerful.
So
For good or for evil, I'm not sure.
perhaps there is some things that we should be concerned about. We as in my friends that you met last time we spoke.
Ah, yes.
I know there are many of them who would like change, if not actively seek it.
Change is on the horizon. We cannot stop it. It is always happening, though hopefully things will continue to be prosperous and good for the kingdom as a whole.
Too, if you use the word specifically that for the regular people, it shouldn't be much of an issue, that it wouldn't concern them. It would only concern them privy that their lives would be in danger or their livelihoods, correct?
Correct. Though that is, as far as I can see, it's hard to say long term. Any change in power can be good or bad. And maybe for the general individual, it means nothing who's in charge or who's coming or going, but
Right. That makes sense.
on a
I
grander
know a long
scale,
time
it
ago
might.
I wouldn't care. But why the knight? Do you know how it's spelled? That's a weird question. Is it with a K? Is it a real knight? I've never
Does
met one
common
before.
have English letters?
I just would like to assume that it does. You know what I mean, though. It's spelled like, oh my god, it's a shiny night, or is it, oh my god, it's the night, it's falling, dusk is upon us.
She contemplates for a moment. I do not see a K.
Okay, lovely.
Aside from the one in your name.
Oh. Honestly, I think I would prefer it were a K. At least then it's less metaphysical and more something that we can actually get rid of. Potentially. Or talk to. Agree with, perhaps.
You said you had 2 questions.
Yes, but as far as I recall, I was only allowed to ask one last time.
Last time was some general rules. Here is a special visit for you. If you have another question, you may ask.
Alright. I don't know if this one's also going to be easy, but how would I phrase this? I'm going to reach into... Oh, wait. No, I would have done that already, wouldn't I? Can we do it? I didn't say that it happened, so maybe it hasn't. So instead, I will reach into my bag pocket thing on my leg and pull out the ring. The ring.
Yes.
Because I didn't say that I attuned to it, so I'm just going to say that I didn't. And I'll hold it out, cut my hands. I recently came across this lovely ring with one of my friends. He helped me get it out of its confinements, but have you seen it before?
Have I seen this particular ring before?
Yeah.
No, I can't say
No,
I
that's-
have.
It's actually a very, like I said, I'm having some troubles figuring out how to word this.
Is it a special ring?
From what I've gathered, yes. It feels like if the voices in my head were to be proved correct, that this belonged to Princept at one point in time.
May I hold it?
Sure. You gently put it in her hand.
She holds it very lightly, as if like it weighs, like it's a ring, but it still has like some weight to it, but she holds it like there's no weight in her hand at all. She kind of pauses and ponders over it for a moment. This is some powerful magic you've gotten a hold of. And very ancient.
And I got the feeling, I mean, it was inside a box, inside of a box, inside of a box, potentially inside of a couple more hundred boxes. Not entirely sure how many layers there were, I lost count. But I got it out, again with my friend's help, Kashorna. And each time we broke through, there was another voice that said more and more. So I feel like it's been put in here for a reason.
Well, I can't say I would possibly know what a past Princept may have been thinking. I'm not hearing any voices holding it myself. Though if it was locked away so thoroughly, it was either very special or very dangerous.
Right.
And that
Yeah.
may have to do more with who has it than anything else.
Okay. I was a little concerned that I was going to put it on and it might, like, explode or something, you know.
I'm not feeling any curses.
Well, that's the word I was looking for, yeah.
Doesn't feel evil, just feels powerful, and too much power in the wrong hands can cause problems.
Right, yeah.
I don't think you're one that needs to worry.
So it's not necessarily unsafe to have. Again, provided usage is not bad.
Right. That would be what I get.
Okay.
I feel you could freely use this ring as you wish.
Lovely. That eases my mind.
I hope I've been able to enlighten you on some things.
Yes. Yes, quite. I mean, I can't really tell much just from holding a ring, or apparently I think might have gone too far with the kid on the street. But I like to run, and well,
You like
either
to be
way,
free.
I guess so. That's one way of putting it. Okay, well, I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and I'm gonna put 3 gold on the table. What?
You
I'd also like to
realize you
ask-
paid for this visit already.
Yes, and this is my tip for being so kind to me.
Very well, it is much appreciated.
And may I have the ring back?
She pauses for a second, but does hand it over to you.
Thank you.
Keep a strong grip on that.
I am planning on it. I know what it might do, and I'm afraid of that. But not for me, for other people, more so.
It is good to be wary and cautious. but don't let it hold yourself back.
Of course. Mm.
Is there anything
Okay.
else you would like to do or say before you leave the tent?
Will I ever see you again?
Perhaps. It's hard to say. If you search for me in the future, you may find me. As long as I'm not with another customer at the time.
Oh, of course. That makes perfect sense. Well, then the only other thing I would like to say is thank you again for your help.
And thank you for the visit. I very much appreciate people seeking me out.
Of course. Well, I will see you later then.
I do hope so.
Okay.
And as you leave, you exit the tent. And you start walking away before you feel like, oh, you just wanted to say one more thing. And when you turn back, the tent is gone and the space between the two buildings is closed again.
That's creepy. Alright, yeah. Cool. And then pre my other stuff, which I know will come later, can I attune to the ring in the meantime?
Yep, you can attune to the ring.
Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Lore, we are on you again.
Hell yeah! All right. Okay. I just have to find my book page because I'm gonna read some books.
Okay.
I literally had it up and then my book closed when I moved my laptop and now it is closed. Okay, we're good. I got this. Eventually Lord gets bored. Well, not bored, but he teaches Marigold, and Marigold has eaten probably the entire fish. And so he's like, I guess I'll just hang out for a bit. And he's gonna read.
Okay. Which book would you like to read?
Can I... I'm going to read the one on... This is hard. I have so many books.
You have so
I'm gonna
many
read so many books. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna read the one on the history of the Blight Jews and the church.
Okay.
On the least.
Okay. So, the history of the Blade Juice.
I think it's a book I got from the church. I don't actually know where I got this one, because this wasn't, I don't think I bought from... Maybe I bought it from the bookstore. I have it.
Oh, I believe you do. Trying to find it in my notes.
Written down.
Well,
I have
this
a
one's an
long
easy enough
list.
one. What are you trying to find in the book?
I just want to find maybe the origins of the Blight Juice, or I'm trying to see when they, like... Basically, I'm just trying to find anything on the actual juice, and I don't think the book probably talks more about the blight in general, and
Right.
maybe very, like, slightly, like, if I'm lucky, about the, like, rituals that they do. I doubt that it's just like, this is what blight juice does.
Right. All right, give me an
Information on that
investigation
kind of
check.
thing. Sick. No. 6.
6. What you find is very basic in there. One thing to note, and the main thing that you get from it, is that the essence of blight, or at least the ritual to pull the blight out of individuals, was first recorded or started after the barrier was put up. That's basically what you find.
Very cool.
So not nothing, but not a lot.
Not the most helpful stuff, but not helpful.
At least a little bit of an order of events kind of thing. The barrier was put up to block out the blight, and then after that, the rituals began.
Draw one of those like lines, like the timeline, and he'll write that. You know, like barrier put up, juice ritual, question mark.
Okay. Yeah, no, fair enough.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So that is basically half of everybody's things. The night begins to start to come falling. That's definitely how that sentence goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As night begins to fall, you all need to start making your candles. So would you like to all do that together, or are you kind of doing it separately, or what's kind of going on with that?
Candle group session.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to have a craft
We're all
day.
together, but
I imagine that
day,
we're in our
craft
room
day.
and we're all sitting like in a circle as we work on our arts and crafts project.
Just spewing all over the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Going to
Classic craft day fashion.
ask for a quick break, and by break I mean I need to step out for a second because I'm bleeding.
What?
oh
Why are you
no.
bleeding?
So I'll literally be back in
What did
like
you do
5
now?
seconds.
What'd he do?
Okay, well, Michael, while you go, we're gonna speculate why you're bleeding.
I'll go check on them.
All right, gang.
Probably
Why do we
bumped
think
into
Michael's
something.
bleeding?
It's those D4s. You never can underestimate how sharp they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either
I'm
picked
placing
his
my-
scab or bumped into something.
I'm placing my bets on stab wound.
All of the above.
His computer attacked him in defiance.
Michael not muting his mic is the funniest thing to me.
Michael not muting his mic and him not being loud enough to hear, but Callie being loud enough is the more amusing part.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I for
no.
some reason assumed that Callie had a mute, even though I assume she's probably in the basement.
Yeah, she is.
But not being able to hear Michael and just her, so funny. Aw, man, he turned off his mic.
He probably heard us.
Boo. Yeah, 100%. I'm not being quiet. I think it's funny. This is the best reason to have D&D interrupted. Welcome back, Michael.
Hello. Sorry about
Were you
that.
stabbed?
What?
Touched? We were trying to place bets on
Yeah,
why
we took
you were bleeding.
bets on why you were bleeding.
Oh yeah, no, Teddy came up behind me with a knife and just finally took his shot.
I bets were on you picked your scab or you bumped into something.
Neither of
Stab
those.
wound.
I bet that
Damn,
your
I'm
computer
wrong.
Wait, what
attacked.
was everybody's bets? I just got back downstairs.
I bet
Oh.
that his computer attacked him in defiance.
Mm-hmm.
Mel bet that he picked a scab or he bumped into something.
Mm-hmm.
Jared thought he got stabbed.
The dramatics.
What about Matt?
Mine was the D4 joke.
Ah.
The dice were too sharp.
No, as I said, the real answer was Teddy came up behind me with a knife and finally took his shot.
So what you're saying is Jared was right.
Yeah, Jared
Do
was
I-
technically correct.
Do I tell them the actual answer, or
No, we
you
don't
don't
need to
want
talk
to tell
about
anybody?
that. We're on the air.
Oh, okay. I'll tell them at the break.
So,
I mean, it's not like the whole thing wasn't already on the air.
no,
That's so
yeah,
our listeners don't get to know. They just get the suspense of me talking about you being stabbed.
exactly. So anyway, you all can do your little candle party.
I wish to roll for
Yeah.
candle.
You want to roll? Okay. You can roll for your candle, Callie.
Yay!
It's time to roll for candles, Michael. It's okay.
Okay, if everybody would like to roll for their candle, they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try out this pastel dice.
Okay, so this is my first time using the new D&D tray Michael bought me. I got a natural 20.
Good.
Nice.
It was worth
I
the
got
money.
a 14.
14 for Zin.
18.
18 for Velky. Nice.
Got a 19.
Wow.
This is where our good rolls are gonna go.
Of course.
Fuck the fight that's gonna happen in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
What about Rose?
well, I was gonna ask, does
You don't have to
Onates
roll if
make
you
a
don't want
candle?
to.
He does.
Okay.
He makes 1 plus. You know who you are. You have to send me a number so I don't look stupid.
What?
Never mind. You don't know who you are.
The
Apparently,
most cricket thing I've ever heard.
he makes 1 candle plus a number that I don't remember, but I'm gonna guess 2 or 3.
Why don't you DM that person?
I'm gonna do that really quick.
Yeah.
Hey, person.
It's Mel, isn't it?
The worst part is I already answered.
Where?
Look! it's right there.
I don't.
Look right above your hay.
Oh!
Fucking Christ. Coming in here yelling at me.
I didn't see the
Oh
two.
my god, I don't know what's
Because
happening.
you said it as I was typing. Yeah. So he makes three candles.
3 candles. Okay. What
I
do they
guess
look
that means
like?
that I made 2.
2 of them look almost identical to the 2 Velky's making.
Okay.
And 1 looks like it's got. Well, this is like a candle. There's not much you can do. I guess you like carve stuff in it.
Yeah, people like to do colors, decorations.
It's colored like when you're trying to color glass in like a comic or something. So it's like a light blue.
Mm-hmm.
With like some white, and it's got like a mirror drawn on it.
Okay.
And like, I guess the closest he can get to like a chibi face of whatever features he remembers of Dream Gnome.
Oh, interesting. Very nice.
Okay, I need to know how well Onates can draw.
Fine, I'll roll for candle.
No, I mean, like, you could just tell me.
I don't know. I rolled an 11. What do you add to drawing? Dexterity?
Yeah.
So he has a drawing score of 13.
Okay. So it's okay.
Claps all
It's
around.
not too bad.
Woo!
Yeah,
It's
he's
been
like
a while since that dream, but for some reason you feel like you can picture that gnome very clearly.
yeah, he can draw pretty decent.
So, I guess we don't need to ask who that candle is for. Who are the other 2 candles for?
I think you should ask Velky what his candles are for.
Okay. Well, we'll wrap around for that then. Kashana.
I have made a beautiful candle that looks like it's made out of like bark,
Okay.
like tree bark. And then on the side I have a heart with the initials of T and M.
Aw,
And that's it. That's my candle.
very nice. And who is that one for?
I don't think we need to ask that question.
We are echoing a little in Rose.
You are?
Got
So
it.
glad it's not me.
Tiniest
I wasn't
bit.
hearing an echo.
I don't either, but it's usually me.
It's gone now. But lore.
Okay, so this green. He's just gonna make it as tall as he can possibly make it without it like falling over, and it probably falls over a couple times. But he's like invested, he's working so hard on this thing. He's gonna carve like a little sword into it. And then he's gonna also add some like little like flowers, some little white flowers just for
Aw.
fun. Hmm.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
And who
put a
is
lot of
this
work into
candle
it.
for?
It's not that important.
Okay. Oh, Zintris.
I mean, real life, I have the creativity of a spoon, but
I'm going to not be mean. Don't worry.
Whoa. Jesus.
I think Zin just makes a plain white candle.
Is white maybe like attributed in his family at all?
I guess his hair's genetically white.
And he wears a lot of white and black.
Yeah.
Who do you think Zin makes the candle for? It can be as like it can. This can like obviously this is friends and stuff, but like it's for people who've passed. So a very obvious one is usually like parents, grandparents, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd probably say grandfather.
This is a off the brand question. I know Zin isn't on great terms with like his parents and immediate family. Did he get along with his grandparents?
Yeah, I want to say he did.
Nice.
You better get along with Gammy and Peepaw.
The very old elves. Grammy and Peepaw.
Gammy and Peepaw.
You know what? Those are actually could be written in the way I have the elves' names here.
Valid.
Oh, they could too. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Gammy
No.
and Peepaw.
I mean, I thought at one point we talked about his grandparents, but I can't remember.
So, no, that's very. I like that. That's soft. Velky,
Yeah.
what do your candles look like?
Okay. So he's gonna make him pull him up about like half as tall as Lore's candle. Probably things like
Lord,
massive.
it's tall, okay? It's not big, it's just really long.
It's lanky, like him.
He's trying to make it as tall as... He wants to make it taller than everybody's.
Like Felky looks at that and he's like, okay. It's like as tall as his horn. He's impressed. There's some impressedness in his face. But when it gets to the peak, I'm gonna press my thumb in it. I'm gonna press my thumb down so there's a little divot
Okay.
in the center so that the wax doesn't go everywhere. Like a smarty pants. And then just as well as I can, I'm going to try and craft petals onto the sides. So that it kind of looks like there's petals forming up the sides of the candle on the one. Like a little open, some petals, you know. It's gonna be pinkish in color. Good, set to the side. The second one is more red, with a yellow base kind of going up. That one gets a little chicken carved into it. Just a little chicken. These are his candles.
Nice. And who are they for?
Mom and Dad.
Aw.
And I will now answer that
Respectively.
Anastase's other two candles are made for Shelby's mom and dad. I like to when Velky's making his candles, Anatase doesn't tell him that he's doing this. He just like tries to mimic everything Velky's doing.
Okay. Are you doing this sneakily?
Yes, I want to try to. I want it to
Okay.
be a surprise.
Stealth. Give me a stealth.
I'm specifically doing it on Velky's left hand side.
Advantage. It's also his right side,
Yeah, it's
so
his
if it
right
was his
side.
left side, you would see.
Oh, sorry, I mixed it up. I mixed it up because I looked at the image and I was like, "Oh, that's my left," but it's his right. Okay, I'm on his right hand. Ooh, that's a good number. 18 plus whatever my stealth is.
Okay.
2, so flaccid 20.
That's definitely higher than Velky's passive perception. I like to imagine that Onotace did his initial candle on Velky's left, so that Velky could see, but then he stealthily moved around to the side Velky wouldn't be looking at.
There's a draft on this side. 1 second, I just kind of scooched.
Scooch and tooch.
And this is fine. He's probably just staring at Lore's candle anyway. He's too distracted.
Just way too distracted. And I mean, you're set on your own candles and everything. Like, this is a fun time. Is there anything you all would like to talk about during this little arts and crafts?
Much. Yes. But I'll wait, because mine may take a long time.
I mean,
Is it like I would just want to make sure nobody else has something small that they want to talk about first?
fair. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about during your arts and crafts session?
I'm good.
Nothing particular.
Can I just make like conversation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
Just
while
make
we're doing it.
conversation.
So everyone, look how sick this candle is turning out. First of all, pretty rad. Sorry, I put a Flintstone vitamin in my mouth. Just give me a second.
Don't vitamin.
All right.
What are the Flintstones?
Everyone.
Michael, shut the fuck up.
I was like, what? Excuse me. Look how tall my candle is. First of all, kind of killing it.
Ridiculous.
Killing arts and crafts. We should do arts and crafts more often. Just saying. Second of all, what's everyone's favorite animal? Like, I think we've talked about this, but I just honestly don't remember. Taze, what is your favorite animal? Do you have a favorite animal?
Well, kind of like all animals, really. I don't know. Maybe a horse.
Interesting.
Horse.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Very
Did you have a
mundane.
problem with
Horses
that,
are good.
Kashana?
No, I just thought that answer would come from, well, Velk. So,
Why me? Because
because you love our horses.
I love all
But you also
animals,
love-
Kishwana.
Yeah, well, you also do love the chicken.
I love you, and you're a fucking animal, so...
You are correct.
Also, love is a very strong term here. I wouldn't...
It's very
fond
loose.
of you.
Favorite animal? I guess I would say that mine would be a white fox. Sly, very sleek, cute little creature. That or a bear.
That's two very different things. I can appreciate it.
Why specifically a white fox? What's wrong with orange foxes?
I don't know. I guess like a white, like there's nothing wrong with an orange fox. It's just a white
Yeah.
fox. I feel is very sleek and very, I don't know, cold.
I was going to say,
Get it?
aren't they snow foxes?
Yeah.
Zin's got it.
No, I get it. White creatures are pretty awesome. Pretty great. What about you, Valky? What is your favorite animal? Is it a
First of
horse?
all, I'd like to say that Zintris is a very white-haired creature also.
Yeah, I'm like,
He's a creature.
white creatures are great.
And look how sleek he is. And
Yeah, he's
oh
sleek.
wait, not stealthy.
Okay, sure. Oof. Woof. Honestly, it's really hard to say because I love so many animals, you know. I just get really excited when they're around, like they're so cuddly. Well, some of them are not very cuddly. I like cats. I like chickens. And I'd probably have to say sheep are up there. I do love sheep a lot.
Another white creature. I mean, they
Like,
don't
they're
have
not
to
all
be
white.
No, they can be brown and black too. But I just mean, I don't know, when you think of a sheep, you're like, white wool.
But they can be gray too.
Yeah, or brown.
My favourite thing about sheep wool is that it's so easy to dye. So it makes really comfy clothes. Well, sometimes they're itchy if it's not done right. But, we'll not talk about that part. Horses are okay, though. Like, they're alright.
And what about you,
Maybe-
Zin?
I was going to say wolf as well.
A wolf.
A wolf.
Wolf's very cool.
A woo.
A woo.
Ow. Cool. Good
I love
bonding,
that for
everyone.
us. What did everybody get up to today? What did you all do while you were gone?
Well, I hear our friends at, what was it, the Magistrate? Or Myrmidons.
Magistrate are running.
I did think Magistrate was white, but for some reason I could not think of Yeah, I heard they're booking it out of town rather quickly.
Well, they did have a werewolf in their midst. And I feel like if I was a werewolf, I would also want to run away if people saw me. Not because it's like that, but because people can probably be very mean about it,
Well, yes, but I find it a little more interesting since they had the Voidwalker colors.
I would say
think
it's
that's
more
what they're running
because,
after.
well, it would also possibly be because of his lordship. Their lordship.
Oh, what happened there?
Oh, they had bets on the team there, so sure they lost
so
quite a bit of
that's-
coin.
The Venn?
Then
Venn?
yes. Yes,
Venn?
then.
Venn diagram? Venn was sorry, word association. I'm trying to remember words. Venn was betting on them. It's a
From what
fair
I can
bet.
attain, yeah.
They were pretty talented.
So
and
I'm sure
terrifying.
they are not very happy. So, best to get out of town.
Right. That's fair. I would probably run from Venn too. Not bigger than me. What about you, Law?
I taught Marigold to do this, and I call him, and I put my arm on the floor, and he skitters up my arm onto my shoulder.
Aww. Like all
It's-
the time.
It's all he can do now. I'm trying to figure out how to keep him to stay, but I mean, it's a start. He's doing really good.
Put him on a leash if you really must.
Muffin.
Muffin.
Yeah, I do. 'Cause I don't have any other food in my pocket.
You know,
I
we
don't
can always
think
go
he'd
out
like
to
a
the park
leash.
and get an egg.
Do we need to make a
Yeah.
shopping trip before we leave town?
No, I have food. Well, I mean, I take the eggs from the chickens, but that's okay. I mean, I can always go upstairs and buy more meat, or we could literally just call room service. Did we ever discover they have room service here? Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah, we should also make Curly's sister a candle, like we said.
Should we make one
So-
all together?
I could make it really tall.
Yes, and as we're doing that, Anna Taste, what did you do today? I have to go around the table.
We all are?
Collective.
13.
2.
1.
6.
Yo!
What the
What
fuck?
Fuck! I got an 18. Come on.
Me and Velky out here just holding the team together.
I almost got a 19 again, and then it moved a little.
Love you guys so much.
13.
2.
18.
1.
6. As for Great.
It's like lopsided.
Laura's trying to make it super tall, and Annotation's like, it doesn't need to be that tall, Laura.
The taller the better.
I imagine
As
our
for-
fingerprints are all over the damn thing.
I guess that's for what Annotace did today. He also, like, when he gets addressed specifically by Velky, he kind of like he does a little candle shuffle where he like pushes the other two behind him and puts the like mirror one in front of him to look like he's still working on it. And then he kind of, well, I mostly went around town
Yeah,
just to see anybody needed help.
it's nice. Did you find anyone?
Well, I think I became
Drop
the
the
talk
dice.
of the town when it comes to the old folks.
I did see some old ladies looking at you.
Yes, they were, weren't they?
Oh my
Mhm.
god, did they think you're hot?
Yeah, Velky, you better think you need to fight all of the elderlies in this town.
I don't think he has much competition.
Also, I feel like
Big
that's
joke.
wrong and mean.
I was completely kidding. Oh my god, no, don't actually do that. I was just joking.
I would never.
I was kidding.
I helped the
Don't
Masons
do
a
that.
bit.
Oh, yeah.
They were a little busy. They could use an extra hand, and well, if ever there could be a spokesperson for masonry,
You do,
I
in
think-
fact, to have hands. Wow. Let me try that one more time.
you should
You
put the
do, in
wine
fact,
down.
have 2 hands. I can't help it. You know, I've had a long day. It's been a long week.
You're right, though. I do, and also I'm made of rocks, so
Yeah, 2 stony hands.
so I helped them out and just got them a bit more business. It was a busy day.
Lovely. I'm glad. Like, I'm glad that you all got to like do things. Did you do anything today, Kishona?
Well, I just wandered around town, left my mark everywhere.
Did you piss again? On,
Oh yeah,
like,
I
the
pissed on every
bench?
street corner.
Hmm.
You.
You
That's
gotta do
what I
what you
did
gotta
today.
do, right?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go mark your territory.
It's a lot of territory to mark around here.
Yes, tomorrow will be another eventful day.
I'm sure it will.
Yes, as I sip on a pint, filling up
A
the
little
bladder.
juice.
We do have wine down here.
Juice.
Well, I'll just let you know where I was. So I'm assuming that you'd like to know.
No, I just thought you would tell us.
You being the royal you. Like I said, I'm assuming you'd like to know. I went and talked to a friend of ours that we haven't seen in a week. I think. I think it's a week. How long has it been? I found Madame Ina.
Oh. How'd that go?
It went well. Though, quick detour. Law, what's your favourite animal?
Oh my god!
You're right.
Sorry, for everybody, that was because I literally texted Mal being like, nobody asked Laura's favorite animal.
And I was like, that needs to change. I can't believe I forgot to ask.
I thought we were past it. That's why I was texting it to you.
No. What's your favorite animal? We're never past it.
You can keep talking about Madame Ina if you want. It's alright.
Grip.
My favorite animal is actually the wren.
I like the
No.
bird.
Yeah, now it's a ferret, but before it actually wasn't. I just like ferrets because I'm a little ferrety guy, but the wrens are actually my favorite. I used to watch them from the forest over around my house.
Is there lots of wrens in Skull Rocks?
There is. Well, I mean, I live deeper in the like area. It's more rural, less rural. I don't know. Yeah, there's lots of wrens there though. Lots of birds in general. Lots of trees.
So cute. I love birds.
Birds are great. Now, continue telling us about Ina. I'm sorry, didn't mean to
No,
detract.
that was necessary. It was a perfect detour. She's doing well. Overall, as far as I'm aware. I asked her a few questions that I think everybody might be interested in, or specifically one. We discussed the topic of the night in question that the town crier was speaking of. If anybody remembers that experience.
Yes.
I think I do.
Yeah, I think we skipped
Okay.
Orchid.
Well, yes, I agree. I do think we may have frightened him a little more than necessary.
Oh, right, that one. Ah, he's fine.
Yeah. I'm sure he's going to be okay. I still feel bad. But we did discuss that topic. Specifically not the boy himself, but the actual thing that was being spoken about. And some of the things that was said were interesting. Like for example, there could be cause for concern for people like, well, specifically I would say in this group, Shauna and Onates, who specifically want change of some sort. That a change is maybe happening. This probably definite something's going to happen, and it's not necessarily a person, or at very least not a knight. Like the ones that, you know what I mean, right? There's too many knights.
Like, like the armored knight.
Yeah, that one. It's not that. I mean, there might be some, but like that's not the knight that's in question.
But so she didn't give you any specific.
Well, there's what she did say was that even in what I assume is her boundless knowledge, since she has proven herself more than knowledgeable, even with her abilities and her knowledge, this figure and or metaphorical presence, this thing was clouded from her, and it was that strong, that capable.
So she couldn't really see anything.
No specifics, just that it was strong.
And she couldn't tell why or who was maybe blocking her vision.
As far as I know, she just couldn't see clearly. She used to call like crystal orby thing. It was neat, but she's not sure. Just in that she said that it shouldn't be too much a cause for concern for your regular average Joe, so to speak. Specifically in who was in power. So it's definitely something big, but it's more bigger. More bigger. Yes, it's more bigger. For people who are actively in the business of making change.
Well, it's concerning that someone or something is blocking her sight. She seems very powerful. But I guess we just trek forward.
Absolutely. I just thought it would be paramount to actually see if I could get information from somewhere, someone. Though it's just seems unclear, though dangerous.
Well, thank you, Velky, for thinking of the future, you know? I think sometimes we get caught up in the present and what we're doing next and not where we're going next. You know?
Yeah. It's easy to live in the moment. For some people, I suppose, not for everyone. But it's easy to lose sight of where you're going and where you came from. So I suppose we spoke of the ring as well, which I now realise we have not shown anybody but, us.
Oh, right. And I'm just gonna scooch my booty over to Velky and I'm gonna be like, do you have it on?
I'm wearing it on my hand, yes.
I just pull up Velky's hand. I'm gonna be like, look, we're engaged.
I roll my eyes.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I
If
thought
I
it
had
was
half the
really
mind
funny.
right now, I would probably slap you for that.
I would probably like it, so that's fine.
You mean to tell me that you would pick topaz for me? Disgusting.
I mean, as a temporary stone.
That's
Maybe if
funny.
it was like a on the spur moment.
Well, we're not engaged, first of
No.
all. But I just spoke to this. This is what was in the box, by the way.
Yeah, we
You know,
solved
the one
the
that
box.
we've been fiddling with it.
Good job, you did it.
Congrats.
Good job. Does it do anything? What? Is it just a snazzy piece of jewelry?
It does things. Things that I was a little scared about. That's why I decided I would speak with her, because I thought if anybody knew anything about curses, it might be, at least in my vicinity, it might be Madame Mina.
What
And
kind
she
of
was pretty.
things?
I'll get there. It's something that you'll either love or you'll hate. There's probably no in between.
That's not. That's terrifying.
It's not a comforting thought, is it?
Not really.
Well, I would like to inspire some confidence in you and say that I only plan on using it the once, perhaps, maybe.
Okay.
If it works. It essentially, I am aware of what it does now, Michael, correct? Okay, thank you. It essentially, what it boils down to is that with this ring, I am able to summon, connect with, have a direct line to the soul of somebody who's passed on.
Ooh.
And I think, speaking of futures, it might be beneficial to call somebody. Perhaps, if
Anyone?
it works. No.
Hello,
I have someone specific
person.
in mind. I just want to get everybody's opinion on the matter. Is it something that you disagree with, to speak with the dead through their soul? Anything like that? I'd like to give everybody the opportunity to join me, but I don't want to force it on you either. This is a grey area for me, I think.
I think really it matters what you feel about it. You're the one that...
My sacrifice, I know.
Well, and I'm assuming it would be somebody who matters most to you.
That's why I say in the spirit of future, perhaps it's not. I wouldn't be so callous as to simply just use this for personal matters. There's a sacrifice that has to be made in order to use it, after all. would be foolish to use it for something that's not
What
beneficial for
kind of
more than
sacrifice?
Yeah.
just a smidgen of potential life force, that's all.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that idea.
Could be nothing. It could be everything. Though
Yeah, it's that second
doubtful.
part I'm worried about.
I don't think there's anything to supremely worry about. I understand your concern.
I think at the end of the day, it's Thelki's decision, but I think it's a choice to be made wisely and carefully.
Maybe a last resort kind of thing.
Well, perhaps, but also maybe not. It's just hard for me to explain. You recall how we began this journey, yes? Well, for two of you, no. I suppose it's just interest nonnates that I direct this to. But I think you will know who I speak of regardless. But you recall, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we lost somebody very important that night. One of our princeps.
Yes.
I thought it would be beneficial to perhaps see if we can get more information directly from the source and understand if the threat that is coming might be the same as what killed her. Them.
That's
They,
intriguing.
Michael?
Who's they?
Yeah, they.
Okay. Killed them.
Well, you're speaking my language now.
You see, this is what I mean by it's not foolish. It's not something that I take lightly, and as much as I think it would be wonderful to perhaps talk to my parents again, I don't think that that is as imperative as this. So rest assured, I will not simply use it foolishly.
Fine with the use. I'm just worried about the cost.
Yeah.
Could be worth it. Besides, I'm not alone anymore, right?
Not sure if anything's worth losing a piece of you.
What I mean is, I'm not going to die anytime soon. I have all of you. You've made that clear. Even if I take a hefty toll from this, I don't fear for my life.
Well, and who says it has to be Velk that does it?
Me, because I'm not letting you guys do it. Also, I'm attuned to it, so.
You know what? Fair enough.
Also, based on the rules, you need to either have known the person or use something of theirs as a consumable item.
Yeah.
Did you say the word blightum?
Consumable item.
Okay,
But
I thought
also
you said
blightum.
consume
Yeah,
a
blightum.
blightum.
Yeah, you need to consume a blightum.
I don't know exactly how well he knew this person, but I know that they at least probably knew of each other. That's an assumption, though. DM can tune in.
Like of the Princept?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, how specific do we want to be of know this person?
Yeah. Like, you never had a conversation with them, so you know of them for sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I think you would need something of theirs. Or find someone that knew them directly, which, I mean, you definitely do.
I know of a person, yes. I know many people.
That said, you could always give it a try, and since my wording of it was kind of vague, we could roll and see what happens. I am down for that.
Okay. If it doesn't work, I say that we approach Cass perhaps when possible.
Wait, are we doing this now?
Why not?
Well, I'm not ready.
I'm ready for
Also,
what?
again, there's that whole life force thing.
Yes, but this is the Princept. This is a big deal for me.
Oh my goodness! Praying for a ghost!
Think about
Please
it.
say yes. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. You
Think about
absolute
it.
fuck.
This ghost is the. We just found
Continue.
out. We just found
Mhm.
out how the whole Princept system works. If this ghost can, like, give me their blessing or something.
Oh, what a taste.
Somehow I don't think, oh, his ghost said I'm taking over is going to go over well with people.
What if?
Well, no, but I think what Onotace is saying is that if Onotace was to get their blessing, then when Onotace
might
approaches
light
the gemstone, then it
Exactly.
would activate.
If I can get in their favor, even after death, perhaps that'll be enough.
You do remember what I said about this not being selfish, correct?
It's not selfish. I'm thinking of the people.
You are thinking minutely of yourself. You cannot tell me with a straight face, I'm going to look him right in the eyes, that this is 100% not a little bit selfish.
He looks right at you. Only because I have to be in the position to do what I want to do.
I want you to make a roll on that, Ontace. Are you being truthful? Does Onatace believe he's being truthful?
Oh, 100%. I was looking
make a
at
persuasion check.
I was looking at my persuasion modifier. I already rolled. 17? Yeah, that's what 3 plus 14 is.
Not believed you regardless, but I think that's adorable. It's just trying so hard. Okay, what does that do? What does your 17 do?
I would say, at the very least, Velky, you believe Onatace believes his words.
Which is great, because that's where I was going. Okay. Alright, so this is kind of one of the reasons that I was hoping everybody would be there. As far as I'm aware, everybody can converse with the spirit, provided it shows up. Which is good, because I think as much as that might be selfish, it's still important to you, and it is still thinking of the future. Which is what I was concerned about, though mine is more of a perspective of, can we save this from happening again? I don't think it's good that Princepts keep dying. Which brings up another point of, please do not try and become a Princept before we figure this out. Because we've lost 2 already.
Hey, wait, no. Okay, so I wasn't there for when you guys did your thing. Are
Right,
Princeps
sorry.
being murdered, or are they just leaving? I thought that, like, one was missing because they just left. Like, I thought it was just, like, they go in
It's
their
a
own...
combination of both.
Yeah,
One
like,
was
no, I mean,
murdered.
if Onotace
and
becomes
the-
a Princeps, I don't, like, does it automatically mean he's gonna be murdered? Is he, like, a
Well,
target?
no, of course not. Like, target maybe, but the thing is that that's what I'm worried about, that there's something more going on here. There's one that's been murdered, and one who has been decided guilty.
2.
And if possible, I would like to... Oh, sorry, 2, yes, you're right, 2. If possible, I
What?
would like to
Murdered?
potentially prove that they... Yes, of murdering the Princept, the 2 youngest.
The other Princeps were? I don't understand.
Emmett and Tone were...
Okay. No,
younger
you're good. I
Princepts.
honestly just think this might be the first time that I'm hearing about this.
Of course, I
It
would
is.
like to give you as much detail as possible. That's why I'm like, yes, let me try and explain. Though, Michael,
Yeah.
I need your help.
Yeah,
I've forgotten
Genuinely
the
the first
name of
time
the
I've
dead
heard.
Princept.
Amarta.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was a Marta, but then I was like, there's another one. Marta was murdered. Marta, not Marta. Marta was murdered. on the day of the festivals in Oddton, and the people that were accused guilty of said murder were the younger princeps, Emmett and Tone. Specifically, as far as I'm aware, I think it's Emmett that is actually, like, very young. Correct?
Technically, the youngest would
Is Emmett
be
the youngest, or was it
Tone.
Tone?
Emmett
Okay, Tone is the younger one.
Emmett is 17, Tone is 16, basically both children.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So they're not much younger than I am. And they're on the run. They're on the hide, and I think that if possible, if it's the only way to find out really what happened would be to talk to a martyr, which is currently potentially possible. Maybe.
Say to them though, or just like, yo, what up? Were you murdered? Not murdered. Who murdered you? Or do you hate the afterlife? I don't know.
I think that it would be beneficial to have a conversation, regardless of what that is.
I would like to know what the afterlife is like.
Also, if we do this, shouldn't we do it with someone more official instead of just doing it and then walking up saying, hey, this is what we were told?
Yes, perhaps, and that is why I think you guys are right, and we could wait and we can see if there's any possible way that we could get in contact with Cass again. But I also fear that they would try and take it away. The ring, that is.
That's fair.
Yeah, seems pretty powerful.
But I feel like it's a very, very cool thing, you know, to potentially... I just want to know if it's going to happen to more people.
Well, I want to know how, like, far does this ring work? Like, could you potentially just hit up someone who's not dead, and if they don't show up, you know they're alive? Could you use it to, like, see if people are still living? Is that like a waste? How many times can you use this? Obviously
Once.
not many times. Yeah.
Once per day, and then you roll. It has a chance to reset. But specifically, it's it can only summon available souls. I'm just going to read verbatim. Not connected to a body.
Okay, so you could get your soul knocked from your body. What if you're in like someone else's body? You know, like what if? Yeah, no. But like, what if you like? No, that's not what I mean. Yeah, what if like that apply?
I have no idea, Lord.
No idea. I have
to
no
use
idea
it
what I'm trying to ask. I'm sorry.
Any available soul not connected to a body you know. Which I don't... Michael, I think you might need to explain this to me later.
No, we can do it now.
Okay, well, verbatim it says Summy. Fucking Summy. Summon any available soul not connected to a body you know or consume an item owned by the desired soul in life.
Yeah. So it's somebody you know.
What does that mean?
Their soul cannot be being held by anything a la Kashana has a soul inside of her.
Yes, I figured it was like that.
Or like another soul. So if someone is living and you try to use it on them, like say you try to contact the soul of Keiku is still living, her soul is in her body, it would not come.
It was just the way this is written.
Yeah, I had to be very specific because of certain circumstances.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, then I understand it. Yeah. So it would not work if a person was still alive or their soul was pre-attached to something, and I gesture at Kashana. If I know that. I can't remember if I know that, actually. Do I know that?
I think she told us.
Yeah, I
you
think
guys
I told
totally
all
know
of you.
that.
You told us because
That's what I thought. I was like, shit, wait.
because we did the game.
Oh yeah, we did yes, that was that. I thought that was a different time. It's okay, I'm struggling, it's fine.
No, you're doing great.
So yeah, that's my speech. This is my ring. This is my life. No, I do know that if I'm allowed to read the whole thing, it gives me contact for an hour.
Cool.
So there's plenty of
Conversation.
time for everybody to ask questions, yes. So I guess then, would it be more beneficial to go directly to the source with Cass, or would it work if I simply touched the ground with which they walked upon? Dirt. I don't... Like, this land kind of belongs to them, right? Does that count, DM? No, because it needs to consume the item, never mind.
If it did, you would lose all the earth below you.
Make a crag, let's go. It's alright. Opinions, thoughts, feelings?
Mostly confusion, but it seems like a really useful item.
What's the confusion? Is there anything I can help with? I'm trying, I apologize.
No, I just don't really understand ghosts, apparently.
Oh, that's fair. I think ghosts is probably a bad term. I use that term, but it should be more like the spirit, because ghosts are like physical. Actually, it's
Ghosts
fine.
are monsters you could actually fight in D&D.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Ghosts are physical manifestations of previous angst and or feelings, but spirits is the actual the literal soul.
To make it more simple, you can summon the soul of anyone as long as the soul is available to talk to.
Yeah. It's like a phone. I don't know what a phone is. Phones don't exist. It's like a letter.
I don't know what a phone is, so it's definitely...
It's an instant letter.
Cool.
I don't know. I would really like secondary opinions, though. Like, on exactly what to do. Do we talk to Cass? Do we just do it? I don't think that it'll suck out any soul if it doesn't work. Like, I don't think I'll have to sacrifice anything that doesn't work because it says it has to be consumed. It's like the toll you pay.
I think we should try it.
I don't know if we should talk to Cass, just because I feel like they probably will take it away.
That was one thing. Kashona, you remember the voices, correct?
Yes, I do.
Did you hear the last one?
I
know we did it together. That one. What did it exactly say? Something about how this isn't. You should never look. I can't remember.
Oh god. I do not remember. Kashana would remember.
Mr. DM.
Hey god.
Yeah, I can pull that up. Give me a second here.
Thank you. I know it was something about like looking not as much to the past kind of deal.
Bum, 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 bum. That's the wrong way. There we go. So the exact words were, "My name is Don Mark of Springkeep. I locked away this ring because of what it did to me. If I have opened the puzzle, something horrible must have happened. If you are not me, heed this warning. Do not give up your life for something already lost. It is not worth it and only brings you more pain."
Wait, Don Marcus? What is this, fucking Hogwarts?
Because the name of the original princess of Denmark.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay. Do you tell us that? Is this
Yeah. That's like me. That's why I asked Kashana, because I
it.
was hoping she remembered.
Well, when have we listened to warnings before?
The idea is that I want to stress that that's not what's going to happen, correct? We're all going to treat this like civil adults and not lose our minds over a ring, yes?
Yes.
I think that we should all firstly agree to never use it unless everybody is in agreement.
I think that sounds fair.
Because I understand this is a very powerful weapon, and if what Dormark says is true, which I imagine it is, then you could simply use this over and over and over again until you die, and that is dangerous. So, to shy away from that kind of thought process, I just believe it would be best that we all agree when and where to use it, and how to use it. Unless it's for the other thing, which is just that it makes you see better. Which is fine. I am trusting everyone's word on this, so.
So I think with that we can start winding down for the night. Because we have a lot left to do for the next day.
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow after we've had a good night thought about it. Before the night festival. Or during the night festival. No, we have to burn candles during the night festival. Continue. I'm thinking too much.
So is there any final things anyone would like to do for the evening?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cuddle my friends. I would like to make pile.
Oh yeah, can we do
Yeah.
a cuddle pile?
I mean, you basically have the beds together.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
I was
bed is
gonna say,
already prepared.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I thought that we just always have a mega bed.
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean we all cuddle in the bed.
No, I just thought that was standard D&D, like the court practice, you know?
sometimes, yeah.
I think for the most part we just shove the beds together. And if not, I guess like Lore does in the night, and then you'll have to separate them.
I imagine Lore's in the middle, just like sprawled out. And we all just circle around Lore.
Curls up like a little tiny ferret baby, so he's pretty easy in the middle. Just wants to be close to everybody. Just loves you guys.
So much love. But yes, I would like to definitely just have a cuddle party tonight.
All right.
That'd be
So
nice.
you all get your long rest for anyone that needs that marked off. I don't think anyone should.
I do because I spent speak with animals.
And
Sorry.
it'll probably not come up again.
Nope.
So, next morning comes Lore.
Hello.
What else would you like to do with your time off?
Okay. What is outside of the city? Is it easy to get there, or is there like nice closed off place that I could go?
I mean, it's easy enough to get outside of the city just by walking.
I'm gonna ask Velky to take care of Marigold first. It's pretty early in the
Oh,
morning.
Yeah,
Velky,
sure, we'll take care of Marigold.
please watch my little
Hello.
guy for the day. He can
Yes,
skitter up
all
on.
day.
He's not much trained other than that. No, I can get him. I just want to go and do something I've been wanting to do for a while, but we obviously were busy.
You alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. No, don't worry about it. I don't know. You go into Madam Ina the other day just reminded me of something that I was supposed to do and then I never did.
If you need help and you're in trouble, you can come find us, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. No, don't worry. I'm not in trouble. No. No, don't
Okay.
worry.
I'll
But I'll
take
meet up
care
with
of
you.
it
I'll meet
for
up with you later because you won't come to the post office with me again later. Not now.
If you want. We also have the night festival tonight, so
Yeah, no, I
we
mean
have
like
to meet later. But yes, I would love to go to the post office
evenings.
and just for fun.
We don't even have to go to the post office tonight. I can honestly drop off these letters that I wrote yesterday.
You wrote more letters?
I did write more letters, but that's not what I'm doing.
Okay.
These can be
Okay.
dropped off anywhere. It's not point. It's not a rush.
Sounds good. You go ahead. I'll catch up with you later then.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, that was way more blown out of proportion. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Concern.
No, it wasn't supposed to be that big. It's not that deep. Don't worry.
Good.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. I'm gonna go on a little jaunt, a little adventure.
Yep.
I'm gonna go out of the city just because I want to like seclude myself. I'm gonna find a nice little patch in the grass, probably by some trees or some I'm outsideness.
Do you want this to be done in private or with everybody here?
Ooh, can I do it in private?
You can.
Ooh, okay. I want secrets.
I am assuming what this is, so.
Yeah, you know what this is.
Okay. So, you find yourself a nice secluded area. What do you do?
I play the song that Madamina gave me, or showed me.
Well,
Reminisced of me?
Specifically, you were given a candle.
Yeah, I was given a candle, and then I gotta light it and play my music.
So you place your candle on the ground or on a rock or something. You pull out your violin, and you play a song that comes from deep inside of you. I want you to give me a performance.
Oh boy, watch me fail this one. That's okay. That's a math. Give me 1 second. 22.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so you play the music, and once again, your hands just start kind of moving on their own, and you just sort of let the music flow out of you and in the air around you. And it is something you've never heard before, yet sounds so familiar and nostalgic. And within the smoke of the candle as it rises, you see images appear within the wisps as they shift and turn. And what starts out as a sailing ship turns into a mountain. And then you see a lanky individual with two other figures traveling from location to location. You see one holding a violin, playing music very passionately. And then the figure gets smaller and is carried around by these two individuals. And you get a sense that this is playing backwards scenes and images from your own life. And before too long, you see the figure turn into a small child before the light on the candle flickers out. And if you start playing again, it's hard to kind of get back to that moment after going for so long. And during all that time, it was probably like a good 30 minutes of playing straight as all these different images show before you.
Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in private?
Not really. He's just gonna sit there and contemplate a little bit and just think back, kind of.
Okay. Fair.
And he's gonna not light the candle, but he's just gonna like softly play the song again, just to try to like see if it does anything. Not necessarily to the candle, just like if it awakens or he thinks back on it.
Nothing happens, and you do like what you play. It sounds similar, but it doesn't seem to have as much of the same feeling and emotion in it as when you're like actively getting use from the kind of ritualistic moment.
Okay. How much of the candle's left? Like, is there like a bunch? Did it like burn?
But it burned pretty quickly. Between what you did at Madame Ina and here, you've probably gotten through half of the candle.
Oh no. Okay.
You did a really good roll here.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's understandable.
Okay. Because apparently chess just upstairs. Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Mel went to go get cucumber slices.
Ugh,
Cucumbies.
I want cucumber and salt.
We
Make me
have
feel
one
like
of
a
those in the
slug.
house.
And I don't
Is it
actually really like
salt?
cucumbers very much.
I don't like
What?
cucumbers too often.
No, I don't really like cucumbers very often, but every once in a while I like crave them. If you just have cucumbers and like just plain salt, it's kind of good.
I love cucumbers.
That's
They're
like it more.
delicious.
Oh, not so much at work, more at like school. I was in school. When we made mushrooms in food class, we'd take the mushrooms and we put salt on them.
See, it's a snack that I used to have with my carnivore friend, because they weren't allowed vegetables. That's a long story, but I had a friend who wasn't allowed vegetables, and so every once in a while we'd sneak out and get vegetables and fruit.
Like not allowed. Like their parents didn't let them eat vegetables.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this is definitely a deep.
You
This
should
is
definitely DM.
yeah. This is something you DM about,
Yeah,
not meant to be on during D&D.
Did not mean to. I wasn't expecting it to become a thing. It was just like a thing I was gonna mention.
Me, every time I try to just give a little world building without it meaning anything.
You know what? That's valid. Okay, I will DM you what
Okay.
that means
Sure,
All right.
if you want to
So-
know.
I'm concerned.
So we just finished up Lore's thing. So now, according to my randomizer, it's time to do Lore's thing.
Haha. You want me to do my thing? Because
Yep.
I'm just gonna go to the post office.
Yeah, can go to the post office.
Yeah, well, I mean, back up with Valky, and I just. All right, Valky. Do you want to go to the post office, or do you want me to just go solo? I mean, I want Marigold. I'm never going anywhere by myself ever again. But just because I have Marigold.
It's alright. Yeah, we can go.
All right. So you find the post office.
All right.
Tail and tail, please.
Oh, 100%. I was gonna say it, but then I was like,
What?
I think that's every. Yeah.
Tail and tail, Michael.
I
Tail
think
and
every time
Ah,
it's just
I understand.
Valky and Lore trip, they're always tail and tail.
All right.
in case somebody gets lost.
Just in case we get split up.
So, tail and
Can't
tail,
get
you
split up
find
too far.
yourselves at the post office. And I believe you said you had 2 letters to mail off there, Lore?
Yeah. Hello, post person.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Did you by any chance get an email for Lore Historia?
Let me go check.
The answer's gonna be no. I already know it.
What if it was actually just
They come
Like-
back. Sorry, there does not seem to be anything.
That's okay. Honestly, I sort of expected it. I'm just hoping that the church will forward my mail.
if
I
they
do have-
don't, then know that Scry will take care of it.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure it was Ven that has it.
Then they
Sorry. Yeah.
they would have. Yes, you're correct. You're right. I
Sorry.
forgot where we were. They would have it. Yeah.
Couldn't remember if their name
Wow, I made the 2 non-binary characters, Vey and Ven.
Listen, I couldn't remember who it was, but I
That
remember
was
it.
on purpose.
It wasn't.
It sounded similar to either they or them. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but it's fine.
Wow.
Sorry.
Holy shit.
It would be really funny if Ben had your letters, though. We need to go storm the place.
Too bad you don't know anyone that can do that.
That's purely hypothetical, I imagine. But so there's nothing again.
No,
Right.
that's
I'm,
okay.
I'm
I'm just
sorry.
hoping.
I could not find
That's
anything under
okay.
that. No, I'm okay.
That's okay. I honestly actually can't remember if I told them to forward it here, if I told them to forward at Rune's Edge. I still do have mail to mail,
Okay.
so it doesn't actually. This trip is not wasted.
Never a waste.
Where are these letters going?
For the fun. Well, this one is going to my home in Skydusk,
Okay.
and this one is going to Michael. All of the words, but Laura would know this information.
This is going to Michael.
It's
Yes.
going to
Michael. Going to Michael. This is
Morgan
going to the
Wald?
sacrifice girl. Yeah, Morgan Wall. What's the girl's name? I don't remember.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Yeah.
This one's going to Morgan Wall to a girl named Crystal. I'm hoping she's alive.
That
That is quite concerning.
You're just gonna lead with that.
Well,
I love the bulls. Let's
the
just
way
keep
we
it
left.
rolling.
the way we left, I honestly
Yeah.
am unsure. If all went well, she's fine.
Again,
We'll find out.
concerning, but okay.
Well, I mean, what do you know about Morganwall?
Okay.
Do you know any things, any myths, legends aside from this spooky tree goop monster?
Tree goop monster?
Which we killed, by the way. It's not alive
The
anymore.
Grimble Grumble.
The
Yeah.
Grimble
Grimble
Grumble.
Grumble.
Yes,
I-
we did kill the Grimble
I
Grumble.
don't know anything about a Grimble Grumble. I don't
Scratch that.
rightfully know
Good,
much
honestly.
about Morganwald. I haven't
That's
really
not-
left here.
That's fine. I'm honestly not expecting you to, but you're gonna keep asking me why my sentences are concerning. But you don't even know about Morganwall. You don't. He doesn't even know about the Grimble Grumble.
It's just don't mind him. He's
I
That's
am going
very
to choose not
interesting.
to mind anything from now on.
Sorry. I'm on a little bit of a chaotic energy. I just came back from a mysterious thing. Can you please mail my
Yes.
mail?
Yes, I can mail the mail. Please give me 3 copper.
Right, I'm gonna give him 1 gold. Here you go.
D&D
disturbingly
adventuring
ruining
parties.
the economy yet again.
That is very kind of you.
I wasn't allowed to tip at the post office. I got in trouble. With both the person running the post office and, like... I don't remember who was with me. Was it Zintris? Yes, it was Zintris. You remember that? I got in trouble
Yeah,
for
I
that.
do.
Please keep the change.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I was there too, because I think, wasn't that when we were
Yeah,
buying on a taste
it
of letter?
was,
Yeah.
No, that was before that. That was like the first time that we sent letters together, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do remember.
That was my first time in a post office. That was so long ago.
A special event.
Continue, I'm sorry.
Zin suddenly feels a shiver go up his spine.
Yeah, if he's wearing any necklaces, they turn backwards.
Oh
Anyway.
no.
You
I've
know
not
what I
heard
mean.
that one before, but I instantly
Now I have to
understand
touch.
what you mean.
I just touched my necklace.
Oh,
Like, wait,
okay,
what?
so like okay, so you know that little clasp thingy on necklaces? When
Yeah,
it
your
turns
nipple.
backwards, yes, but no. The clasp, when it turns backwards, it means somebody's thinking about you.
Well,
Anyways, well, we mailed some mail.
what do these letters say for us in the audience?
Okay, well, I didn't end up writing my letter. I'm sorry. I ended up feeling sick today.
Okay, then we can save it.
I can tell you, it doesn't matter. I
Okay.
just didn't. I don't have anything to read, unfortunately. This is just more follow-up, just explaining all of the stuff about how we won Thunderball, how we're going to Rune's Edge, wondering where they are again, telling them to mail me at Rune's Edge because I'll be there soon, and just asking where they are, how they're doing, and if I need to know any special information from Rune's Edge, but to make it like somehow make it secret that I would understand, just in case it's like lucrative, but it's probably not.
And for the other one?
And then for Crystal, I just want to know how she's doing, if she's still alive, how she's living life, how her family is, asking if her mom's made any more muffins, tell her that they're banging and that I miss them, and that if she's feeling just a little silly crazy, she could send me more and I will pay her for them. I'm gonna put I think 2 gold in there for her. And I just basically want to know how the town is and if there's any like repercussions, if there's any bad like question mark, you know, like what's happened.
Right.
And if the crop is growing back, and also PS don't drink the crop water.
Specifically, don't drink the crop water.
Right. Yeah, the crop water, the normal thing that people get.
That's water for crops. You don't drink that, okay?
Just, you know what I'm talking about.
All right.
That's what I'm going to say to her, specifically. Don't drink that.
So is there anything else?
No, that's it. That was just a word vomit. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I can actually type a letter if you want. I
No,
meant to
that's
do that
totally
today.
fine. I've marked that down so I can go back and get responses ready.
Okay, cool. Awesome. That is all.
If you get responses.
Yeah.
Kashana.
Oh, fuck, it's me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You just ended up in the Lore ended up 3 in a row. So
No, it's okay. I would like to go see Lord then and
Okay.
get my quest.
yes. So let me get to there. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba- Oh, that's old stuff. There we go. Okay, so you are welcomed into Lord Ven's humble abode, and you are greeted by Dahlia, of course, who leads you up to the office. And you are let inside with Lord Ven sitting at their desk, seemingly to do some paperwork. Ah, I was wondering when you would come.
Well, I didn't want to keep you waiting for too long, but I had other business to attend to.
So, you have come here for a job?
Yes. Do you have one for me, though?
What they pull out from their desk. I have a number. Lays down 4 envelopes. You're free to take your pick.
May I look at all of them, or am I to choose at random?
Just choose at random. Let fate decide.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a d4. That's a 4.
A 4. Okay. So, you grab the 4th envelope. Do you open it?
I'm just gonna take it, and I'll be like, alright, well, 5 questions, I know where to find you.
By all means.
I'm just gonna walk out with the envelope. And then once I'm like, I would say a couple blocks away, can I check to see that no one's following me?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Because, you know, I'm great at perception checks. Okay, this box is great. 14.
Wow. So as far as you're aware, it doesn't seem like anyone's following you.
Okay. My next thing is that I want to check the letter for if it's trapped, if there's some magical energy coming off this bitch. Does it seem like it's gonna kill me?
Make an investigation check.
Okay, cool. I'm really good at that. 21.
You really are good at that. No, it does not seem to be trapped in any way.
Okay. I'm going to open up my quest.
Okay. So you open up the envelope,
Mm-hmm.
and there is just a letter inside.
Mm-hmm.
The instructions are pretty simple, stating that they have received word of a white-haired elf causing a bit of a ruckus around that may be tied to their issue, and you are to bring them the elf within 24 hours.
All right, and I'm just gonna be like, alrighty then, and I'm going to make my way back to the group.
Yeah, you can get back to the group.
And I'm just gonna walk right up to Zin. I'm just gonna shove the letter into his chest and be like, here you go. Have a good read.
I skim it over and go, I'm pretty sure we took care of this with law.
I'm pretty sure you did not, because now I need to bring this fucker a fucking white-haired elf. Well, suggestions? Should I just bring him you?
No!
I'm so glad you rolled at random.
Was there other quests?
Yes,
God.
there was 4 quests.
Fuck you, God.
4 different quests.
I'm just gonna take the letter back.
This is why we had lore around town.
Yes, but now I need to produce a white-haired elf within 24 hours. Do you have, like, a brother? Cousin?
I have a sister, but she's still all the way back in the other province.
Yeah, I don't think he wants that. I'll have to give it some thought. I'll think of something so that we don't have to turn your stupid ass in.
Was one person around a blind corner in the dark.
You should have killed them then. No witnesses.
Because that would be even less suspicious.
Oh, well, then they couldn't give a description.
No, but I think a murder would be more cause for investigation.
He wouldn't known who was there. It's not like he's got some sort of spy spell on the walls being like, ooh. At least then if you had killed the man, then we wouldn't have a description of an intruder. But now we do. I thought you were supposed to be, you know, all roguish and stuff. You know, like, good at this shit.
I was. I managed to avoid several of the guards. This was a cook.
You should have threatened his life. That's what you should have done.
It's the ones you least expect, you know?
Shut up, God.
Pretty sure I convinced him I was part of the staff.
You convinced him of nothing.
I will say, out of thing, you definitely did enough to not raise an alarm, but then once something was noticed to be stolen, then things kind of led to another.
I am never going on another mission with you again, Zin. You are horrible at this. I highly suggest you change professions. Good talk. I'm just gonna go off to fucking Curly and be like, I need a drink.
What kind of drink would you like?
You know what? What's you got? What's the strongest thing you got?
Got strong ale.
Sure. Give me a whole barrel.
Barrel.
Yes, a barrel. You know, big.
Looks
brown
back at their
thing.
one barrel.
How much for the barrel, Curly?
I've never sold a full barrel.
How much do you? How much for a pint?
Yeah, how much is in a barrel? 1 gallon would be 2 silver. So a full barrel be like 4 or 5 gold.
I was going to say 5 gold.
I'm gonna give this man 6 gold. I'm gonna take the barrel.
Need to get more stock.
I'm gonna. Is Velky or Anates there?
They can be.
So long as Lore has brought him home.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I was muted. I was gonna make a joke that Anates was coming inside as you two argued with like a cup of coffee, and he just took a sip, turned around, and walked upstairs.
Anates!
Yes.
Anates, I need your help. You are very strong. Velky is also very strong.
Right. What do you need?
I need somebody to lift this bitch of a barrel.
Why do we have a whole barrel of booze now?
Because we do. Just help me move it.
So, side note, every time Kashana overpays for something in gold, I remember the copper situation, and I have a miniature stroke.
It's
You
different now.
say
You
we
have
know,
money.
Michael. I'm still angry.
You're all rich now, though. You weren't before.
We,
That was only a town ago.
Yeah!
Yeah, and how much money have you made since then?
Not enough that we didn't have
You're
enough.
all valid.
We have
Everyone here is correct.
I
It's fine.
caught. Yeah!
I was gonna go to Velky and be like, okay, can you help me lift the barrel?
The whole barrel.
I fucking.
Well, I
lift
just
the
want to move it.
barrel.
I just want to move it. Is there anyone else in this room? Like other
I
people?
mean,
Oh,
like,
yes,
I'll,
of course
I'll,
there
I'll
are.
try, like, where do you want to move the barrel?
I want to move it to the center of the room.
Fucking help.
Right,
me,
okay,
goddamn
sure.
barrel.
Okay, so we put it in the.
Let's move the barrel.
Me and Velky are moving the barrel.
Okay.
I said
On a
like 3
taste, come
times. On a
help.
taste helps.
I'm just sitting
Yes,
here watching
I
this
said
happen.
3 times.
Okay, Anatace comes and helps too. Sorry, we were all yelling about my copper situation.
After that, I said like 3 times. I was like, I moved the barrel. I moved the barrel.
Yeah, but you keep moving it like it's like no more to the left. Then
Yeah.
you move the barrel. No, farther to the right.
You are the reason I drink.
Well, thankfully, there's something here to drink.
And then I'm going to pop this bad bitch open, but I'm gonna open it like it's a fucking like, I'm gonna like from the top.
Right.
I put like a little hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a big ass straw in it, and I'm just gonna sit on top of it and sip.
The
I was
high
gonna ask
fantasy
if you had a
straw.
nice curly straw.
I'll allow it. You can have a straw. It's a paper
Thank you.
straw.
Thank you.
Okay. Or I guess you could have metal straws. Nah, it's
I
paper
have a straw.
You have a
That's all
straw.
that matters.
You can drink your barrel of ale out of a straw. I will say you are leaving town in less than 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink this whole barrel.
Okay. Make a constitution saving throw.
You are going to blow all of your junk.
Wow. I hear two
That's a
laughs.
natural one.
Natural one.
Three. Yeah.
No.
Fitting.
Well, that's okay. I have spells prepared that are helpful for this
you
situation.
pass the drunk phase and get right to the like somehow mid drinking you're starting to get hungover.
There's this thing called like toxic alcohol syndrome or some shit. Please tell me that's not happening, right?
It's not damaging or anything, but you're starting to feel bad and you didn't even get the fun part.
Describing drunk?
I mean,
Right.
some people like being drunk. Like so.
Around like halfway through, when I'm starting to hit that point, I fall off the barrel.
Oh, there she goes. Look at her go on her face.
Velky,
What?
I love you.
Oh god.
I think you're so amazing.
You would think being drunk would make her quieter.
Onate!
Oh, she's worse.
I just start crawling towards Onate.
What?
Onate,
Yes.
did you know you're a rock star? Isn't that great?
Oh boy.
I would like to cast Conjure Bucket.
Conjure bucket. Is that a second level spell?
No, it's a free action.
It's a free action? Wow.
Annotace, do you think that I should help her? Or just let her stick
Okay,
for a
so
moment?
here's the problem. I'm afraid if you help her, she's just gonna do it again.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take it to bed. How about that? How about that?
Wait, my ale. I just cling back
Come on,
onto the
Kashana.
barrel.
No, I think we're gonna go
Kashana.
have a lie down.
My ale. My ale.
You know what, Kashona? I will take the ale to the cart for you.
Yeah,
You
can
might
drink
want to
some more
like
later.
put the lid back on it.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it.
I pick the lid up and I kind of hammer it back on with my rock
Yeah.
fist.
Thank you.
Okay, so
So you go to bed, I will procure your ale to the cart, you absolute...
Kashana is
Heathen,
out before
love
the
you.
night festival starts.
Alright, I
I'm
take a
fine.
shot in
Yeah,
the
this-
bed and then I meet up with the gang.
Like, should I not? I should have, like, made that. I should have made her go. Just, it's fine.
It's okay, she's in bed now. Maybe.
But she had a candle to light, so I just feel bad.
Light it for her. Let her sleep.
Yeah,
and then
I
we'll load
have
her
a
in the
candle.
cart in the morning.
Do either of the druids have the one that like gets rid of poison? Or not the druids,
I
but the
have it.
clerics?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Should I help her? But they were like, no, don't help her. So I'm like, okay.
I'm afraid if you help her, she's just gonna like put her mouth back on the barrel and start leeching booze out of it again.
Yeah, I understand that, but what if terrible things happen?
Like what?
Like, chaos! We don't know how festivals have a bad time in Michael's campaign. That's what.
I forgot we're doing the fucking. Yeah, no, I just remembered. A voice spoke. It sounded a little bit like you, Velky. A voice spoke to me, and yeah, you should probably heal Kashana.
Like, if you could just get that barrel in the car, I will go and help her. Lord, if
Yeah,
you want to come with
I'll put the
me,
barrel.
I'll come with you.
Put the barrel in
And
the
just-
car. Is there?
make sure she doesn't eat it again.
Hey, Michael.
Uh-huh.
Can I? Looking at my stuff. Hold up. What's? Okay. That doesn't help me. I wanted to lock the barrel shut somehow, but I don't really have.
You could just
anything
hide
for
it.
that.
I have such poor perception. You could hide it in the room and it wouldn't be found.
You'd probably upend the whole cart looking for it, though.
Put it in the cart and just put a blanket over it. It'll be fine.
This is why I want Laura to come, because I think that he can talk
you could
her
also
down
ask
from
Curly
it.
to keep it in a safe and controlled environment.
That's
it doesn't
also
spoil.
fair. On a
Yeah,
taste.
Curly's
Yeah.
like an ogre, right?
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
Oh, bugbear. Yeah, Curly, can you just like sit on this? You're big.
Why?
Wow.
Why sit?
Well, okay, so you know how you just sold this to our friend?
Yeah, she have good time.
Sure, that's what we'll call it.
Yes.
We want
Yeah,
her to
something.
be good and like not that during the festival. So I need you to put this somewhere and make sure she doesn't get it.
He kind of taps his nose and is like, I knows place.
You know, was that a,
Adorable.
did you
Yes.
just
Good.
That was a good pun, Curly. Good job.
did you guys hear that from downstairs?
Oh wait, are we not with you? Okay. Whoa, Valky, I'm pretty sure there was a really good pun somewhere in the world. Is that better?
My senses are tingling. You see my tail twitching.
When a
We
tiefling's
were-
tail twitches, it means a pun has happened.
I thought we were with you.
That's canon now. Tieflings have pun sense. I'll
the
come
tiefling tingle.
downstairs. Once I help Curly hide the booze, I'll come
Yeah, you
down.
guys can hide it in the back without any issue.
Okay, I am going to just come to Kashana and cast Lesser Restoration on her ass. Specifically on her ass. I'm gonna yell at her ass.
Just imagine that you're playing bongos on her ass as you cast this.
I would not bongo on Kashana's ass. Who do you
Lord's
think I
doing
am?
the bongoing. It's fine.
Yeah, I will touch your back and Laura can bongo.
He's bongoing.
So, Kashana is
Wake up.
clear and good. You feel great, Kashana.
Oh, it's like I just got a nap.
You're
Fuck,
such a
let's do
lush.
that again.
Absolutely not. We have things to do, and we can't have you drunk during them.
Speaking of things to do, we have Onate's final thing that he wants to do if he has anything.
Oh god, I did. I forgot because of all the shenanigans. 1 second.
A lot happened.
I want to. Can I? Who's
Yeah,
who's the one lady that works for Van? What was her name?
Dahlia?
Dahlia?
Yep.
What does she do for him?
She is basically their secretary.
Oh, them. Sorry.
Yeah, their secretary does like the fetching, the planning, the scheduling, and everything.
Fetching like grocery shopping.
No, but just like go get me
Fetch
this
quests.
book. Can you
Okay.
run into town quickly and go get something? I guess like
Can
if
I...
they don't need Dahlia to do the like grocery shopping because like the cooks would handle that kind of stuff. But
Can I see if I can find Dahlia in town running one of her errands?
sure, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Let's say she is currently getting another set of parchment and ink for writing.
I will walk up to a nearby beverage stand that I have decided exists.
Right?
Uh,
Easy enough to do.
buy 2 hot brown morning potions. And then walk over to Dahlia. Because I imagine she always looks like 85% frazzled.
She looks pretty well put together, but like if you look underneath, there's definitely like some stress there because it is a very important job that she has.
How many stress gray hairs and how many bags under her eyes?
Miraculously none. I say, like she looks very well put together.
I will, from behind her, a muscular rock arm will reach out with a cup of coffee.
Onates, correct?
That's me.
Thank you. This is very kind of you. What can I owe this pleasure?
I would like to have a conversation about your boss, if you don't mind.
Oh, I hope I don't. What about?
Well, nothing in particular. I was just curious about them. You see,
Okay.
the last lord that acted like them, I got deposed due to circumstances.
What do you mean by lord like them?
Well, if I put it frankly, they're a bit of a dick.
Sure. They can be rude and off-putting and abrasive and
But are they-
sometimes conniving.
Are they actually good at their job? Are they supporting the people?
They are probably, from the records I've seen, one of the better lords of this area. They were given this position not through familiar bonds, but through working. And working hard. And yes, they are kind of a dick at times, but they have the right motivations most of the time and treat the people, while rudely, at least with the respect that they usually deserve, and aren't mistreating them in any way. Maybe they sometimes, when it comes to rules, follow them a little too strictly, but they don't go out of their way to ruin people's lives.
Right. Well,
As far as I'm aware.
so
Come on.
well, that's good to hear at least.
It's a stressful job, but they are a decent enough boss. We just had an entire staff overturn, and that's not great. Kind of miffed about that. We had a lot of good people, and accidents happen.
Yeah, what caused that?
Give me a persuasion check. I need that for sure.
Okay. Oh, fuck that! I'm using clout. I can do that after I roll, right? It's been a long time since
Yeah,
I've
you can
used.
use your clout. Like, you can use that. You mark off 10 to get advantage.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about how that was a natural one.
See, I'm not the only one with dice problems.
Okay, that's better. 18.
No, yours is just more consistent.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Well, Lord Ven is a very ambitious person. They have dreams of getting higher within the world than they already are. And they had something that they were going to give to Lord Cass to kind of help sway them a position in the capital. And that thing had been taken. And while anything being stolen from the Lord's home would not be a good thing, this very much upset them, and so they decided to start fresh with staff entirely. Everything from the guards to the cooks to the maids, for letting someone sneak by them in such a matter.
What sort of position are they looking for in the capital?
Oh, they would like to get into the castle, kind of work as an advisor of sorts, not like the advisor to the princeps, but just get higher up on the ladder, as it were. They have dreams to be big.
Okay. Well, okay. Sorry. Okay, good to know.
I assume if you had overrun or overturned a previous lord, I would imagine you had good reason for it.
Thing I do when it comes to rulers has been and will continue to be for the good of the people.
I can assure you, as rude as Ven may come across at times, I can attest to them doing their best for the town.
If they want to make it into the capital, I'm sure I will have further dealings with them.
Honestly, they are quite confused as to what it was you were trying to come across with your visit, and they are having quite a bit of fun with your one companion.
I wanted to be clear that if they were causing ill to their people, that they are on my shit list, as it were.
I can assure you, if they were, I would not be working for them.
I intend to... Most people take my obsession with saying my name as me being full of myself, or whatever reason they may come up with. But my name will be important at some point. And the way I intend for it to be important, I will be in further dealings with every ruler, I would hope. So I want to make sure all of them are people who deserve to have their position.
With my whole heart, I am anticipating to see what comes from you and your little court.
Well, I recommend keeping an eye on the capital then.
Will do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to make sure the Lord has everything they need.
Yes, and I know you don't have much say, but do get them to lay off Kashana a little bit. I'm afraid what will happen if that...
Do you say her name?
Oh shit, sorry, Trish. God.
We can retcon that if you... I believe Onates would be smart enough to have used the fake name.
Yeah. Do get them to lay off Trish for a little bit. I'm afraid what will happen if that relationship continues.
I don't think there's much to be concerned about.
Well, thank you for your talk. Or for the talk.
Oh, thank you. Now, as I said, I do need to be on my way.
Of course.
Okay. So. Velky, you are the last one on the list.
Well, my thing was mostly more along the lines of having that conversation with the ring.
Okay.
However, I do have something else I can do if you need me to.
It's up to you on if you want to or not. If not, we'll move right into the festival.
Okay. Well, I'll do it really quick because it's very simple.
Okay.
And that's just I want to go to Anates whenever he is around, available, back.
He comes back, finishing off his coffee. Because I imagine Springkeep is civilized enough to have to-go cups.
They're, of course, paper.
Oh,
as long as it's not like Animal Crossing where you stick your hot coffee inside your pants.
No, he's been holding like a cup this whole time. And he kind of walks in sipping it.
If you put coffee into a bag of holding, would it stay warm?
No, because the bag of holding is a dimension where space and physics and other sciences do not apply.
Right. So...
Oh, and thus heat would not exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also within that space, losing heat would not exist.
Well,
I guess the better question is when you take your coffee out of a cup of holding, a bag of holding, will it be hot again?
Yeah, if something with heat enters an absence of heat, does it keep its heat upon leaving?
Out, it returns to the state that it was put in.
Yeah,
Okay, like if you put like an orange in there, would it rot? No, it
would
most
not.
likely would come back out.
Yeah, I'm fine with that science answer.
So I think if you put a cup of coffee in a bag of holding, when it comes out, it would still be warm.
Yeah, sure, why not? That's how you keep your... Although, I have heard of things aging while in the bag of holding. Anyway,
That's neither here nor there. It's just interesting
this is
semantics for something you don't have.
Yeah, I come in
It's been
drinking...
your science lesson with Spring.
I come in drinking a cup of coffee, and I look to the small tiefling boy coming at me.
It's me, hello.
Wow.
This is just... Okay, so, I have a gift.
Oh?
Yes. I'm gonna rummage around and I'm gonna pull out one of the platinum rings that I got the other day.
Yay.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in your hand.
I'm not too familiar with custom... That seems a little early.
Oh, very funny. No, you silly goose. That is for a spell.
Oh. What does the spell do?
It's a protection spell.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool.
Like the shield that you do sometimes.
Kinda, yeah, sure. Yeah, a little bit. It's like, makes it harder to hit you.
Are you hiding something from me?
No, I'm just not telling you the whole thing. You're already so concerned. It's a good spell, I promise.
Why don't you want to tell me the whole thing, though?
Because you're gonna make it weird.
What does it do?
Well, it makes it harder for things to hit you, and it gives you resistances to all damage. Just the caster might also take some of that damage. That's it.
You have a theme going on recently, it seems.
This was in the works way before that.
Why do you...
What do I want? Oh, I see.
You know I would much rather I get hurt than you, yes?
Yes. Yeah. What?
Sorry, I'm... Basic. He kind of... I will take it. Because I appreciate you wanting to keep me safe.
Whatever it for whatever it's worth, it only works if you put it on. And you have to be willing, so...
Well, he'll take the ring, and he puts it on. He goes, boop. How does it look?
Good. What finger did you put it on? Pinky, thumb, the gay
Whatever
finger.
The gay finger?
The gay finger.
Oh, totally the gay finger.
This is like the gay ear, right? You know, that's still such a stupid thing. I hate the gay ear.
The ear is very dumb.
So how about... I like that you're going to keep it. If you're worried about it, you can always say no. You know, if you think it's not worth it.
I'm worried you're going to get hurt too.
Well, think about it this way. You have resistance to all damage, right?
So
I take the same amount of damage. Yes, but if you only get hit very minimally, then I will also only get hit minimally.
Right.
It's only really to make it easier, but...
That last fight is just... I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Yeah. I did everything I could to try and get it away from you, and it didn't seem intent on playing along.
If it's a situation like that, I will not use it. I'm smarter than that.
I'm not saying you aren't.
I know. I'm just letting you know. Reinforcing the idea. I don't want to die. Also, I'm no good to anybody if I'm dead, because I'm supposed to bring people back.
Right.
It's just a matter of if things are going well, then they can go better. But only sometimes. I'm not going to use it willy-nilly. In fact, I don't even have it prepared right now. So, it's just something I've wanted to give you for a while. That's all.
Well, thank you.
And it's almost time, isn't it? For the night festival. Let's go get everyone.
It is almost time.
It is.
Before we go... I'm not sure if I should show you these now or when we actually light them.
I'll let you be the judge of that. Maybe you can save it. If you're unsure, maybe it's always best to wait. Not necessarily. In the situation of a festival, It's always best when it happens, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know what you're doing, but
I'll wait till we light the candles. Let's go get everybody.
go get everybody.
All right. So you do get everybody. You do
Everyone.
present. You do present.
Everyone
do
is
you guys
got.
present the candle for Curly's sister?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I mean, I would like to. I don't know about everybody else.
I think somebody else other than me should, because I don't think Curly likes me very much. Maybe because I keep bringing a rodent into his bar, but it's fine.
I'll do it.
That's neither here nor there.
Also, I haven't done this since, like, the beginning, but before we go out, I take the bandana I have and wrap it around my head and ears.
Ah, nice. Yes, good idea.
Smart.
It's almost like there's a hit out for you or something.
Matt,
Thankfully, though, the hit went to your friend.
I don't know how many people will get this, but does it look like... Fuck, what's his name? Never mind, give me a second. I forgot the character's
Just
name.
put it in the chat when you find it. So, Curly cries a little bit when you give him the candle for his sister.
Even though it's a mess?
What?
Even though it's a mess?
Even though it's a mess? Yes, of course. It's the thought that counts. It may look like a mess, but it's a very sweet gesture to have made. So...
But can I hug him?
Yeah, you can give him a hug.
Can we do a group hug? I get
I want to also hug him.
Yeah, you can give him a group hug.
Curly, we just met you, but I already feel like you are part of the family.
Oh, thanks.
Curly, you're great. I'm sorry I keep bringing a ferret into your bar.
Okay. Keep out of kitchen.
Always
Thank
out of
you for housing us and giving us a roof.
Of which you've only paid for one night, technically.
Yeah, well, I'll pay him the rest. It's fine. How much do we owe him?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. That's too much work.
Why would you bring it up then?
Because I just thought about it and I thought it was funny.
I'm just gonna slyly drop 20 gold in his pocket.
Oh,
I
that's
just figured
probably
we'd pay him
way
at
more
the
than
end.
enough. So, the festival begins. There is procession through all of the streets. Everybody has their candles. It is a fairly decent crowd, and it is in the center of town where there's been this staged like place, like a layered thing made out of stone and metal, since wood is flammable.
Yep.
Yeah, go figure. Wood is flammable.
Inflammable means flammable?
Zin says that in character.
Canonical.
And people are one by one starting from the top going down. There's a number of these to make sure there's room. There's like 5 or so little pillars of candle spaces for everyone to place their candles and then lighting them. And it's just, yeah.
Close to each other?
Hmm?
Like, are the pillars close to each other?
I mean, it takes up, they're like evenly spread out through the entire middle section in front of Lord Ven's house.
Okay.
Like, if you look at the map, there's that really big square in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like a number.
As we're pulling out our candles, then I guess I'll do this now. Anatace will walk over to Velky pulling out his mom and dad candle, and Anatace will produce 2 candles that are hopefully identical to, like, as close as he could get to Velky's.
They are Velky candle adjacents.
And he'll kind of he'll show them to him and he'll be like, I hope you don't mind.
You made that for me.
Yeah,
Well, for them, I guess.
well, yeah, I don't really have anyone to make one for. So I figured I would make some for your parents.
It's on a taste. Give him a hug. means a lot. You know. But I do see that you do have another one, so you have someone to make one for you.
Yeah, that's that gnome from my dream.
Sweet gesture.
Yeah. I don't know if it was me who killed them, but I hope they forgive me after this.
I hope so too. I want to say I'm sure they will, but I cannot speak for somebody I've never met. But I hope they do.
So, you all one by one place your candles and then light them. And it is somber, having this and seeing these reminders of all those who have been passed, literally like laid out before you. But there is some joy in the air, as it is a celebration of those that have come and not as much of a mourning for what has been lost. And yeah, you can see some candles are well decorated like yours. Some definitely probably were made by children's hands. Some are a little more standard or just plain white candles to be lit. And there's just this nice moment around you as everyone kind of just gets to watch and kind of contemplate in silence and give that moment of respect for those that have come before.
I'm gonna cry.
Scale of 1 to 10, how tall is mine?
Comparatively, or like,
Yeah.
you probably have the tallest.
Oh, fantastic.
Like
That's what I was hoping for.
you were actively trying to make the tallest candle. Yours might not burn out by the morning
going.
like they're supposed to, but I mean that's fine.
Honestly, that's fine.
And technically speaking, by the time all these candles melt, these stone and metal pillars are going to look like the most incredible abstract art piece.
True.
Yeah, so that's fun. But yeah, there's just this nice little moment. Is there anything anyone would like to do? Now people are starting to cry. Yeah, people are starting to converse a little bit.
If Anate sees Velky crying, he kind of takes his hand.
Thank you. Hold hand.
And he'll just kind of lean on him, and he'll be like, "I'm sure they're proud of you."
Perhaps. Though as far as spirits work, I'm sure that they'll never know.
Well, you could make them know.
As far as I know, they're long gone.
Well,
killed by the blight and all.
I know you said not to use it for selfish means, but you could talk to one of them, or both, couldn't you?
Again, I don't know if the soul is connected to the blight. They had no chance. As far as I'm aware, their souls are gone. As gone as they could be.
Right. Sorry, I don't fully understand how it works.
That is definitely a question. Would be as if his parents' bodies had been cleansed before.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know. Yeah. So, like, as far as I'm, like, I don't think he would know personally.
Well, I don't think he does. So.
As far as I know about souls, Kashana has 2, and I was a new one made from a one that exists. I'm still not really sure how that worked. And
yeah.
Dad's not allowed to be more than vague about it, so.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if it would work, but
with his free hand, he gives Velky's hair a little ruffle. But not like his normal, like, joking, like, ruffle, like a very soft, like, Nice ruffle.
Oh no. Uh,
And as you all get to stare at the warm glow of the candlelight, a light breeze comes through to flicker the flames a little bit before they start burning even stronger. And with that, I think we'll call it for the night.
If I could do one more thing, but probably not.
One more
Then.
thing. What's the one more thing?
I'm just very curious to see if I could just a second, let me read. If I could perhaps I'm living in fear, and so is Velky. Eyes of the Grave, maybe?
Eyes of the Grave.
Mm-hmm.
Let them sense undead.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like as an action, I know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover or protected from divination magic.
That isn't behind total cover.
Yeah.
So do you cast this?
Yeah, I just want to do it before, like, if I'm allowed to do that before you end, is it possible to?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure based off of the undead, I don't think spirits or souls would count for that.
No, I'm also doing this out of, like, fear that something is gonna come kill me.
Oh, like a monster's
like
just around the corner kind of thing.
Yeah, because I don't know
if they were around the corner, that'd be full cover.
Yeah, I know.
No, with your Eyes of the Grave,
zombie
you do
hiding
not
behind a
see
pillar.
any zombies or undead anywhere. You don't get any feeling.
Okay, I am at ease.
And you can be at ease, as we call it for the night then, as we just get a nice little moment of everyone getting to happily reminisce. Thank you all for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll be back again next week with, I guess, Kashana's answer to her job.
I guess so.
As well as continue on your adventure towards Ruin's Edge as you pick up the 2 Tordelta companions. So, thank you for having this little downtime episode with me. I really enjoyed it. After the many battles and tournament. Yeah. And yeah, so we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.